know. What is it?
Yes.
She always placed an emphasis on like getting good grades, and from good grades that would lead to good colleges, and good colleges to good jobs. So she always connected like a good education to success.
Young age, there were pressures, not only placed on me by my mom, but also by my dad and grandparents and aunts, uncles.
Expectations they have.
They expected me to place school before friends and just having fun in general, because the idea was that if I could do well in school, then I deserved to be able to hang out with my friends. My parents would compare me to my cousins. Not really any family friends, just my cousins. Like, my cousins worked really hard, and they were like, one was valedictorian, one just made it, like, finished dental school. They don't, at this age, they don't compare me anymore, but back then they sometimes would compare me to them in terms of like academics, playing the piano.
What would they say?
They're just like, oh, look at that, like, they can play the piano, I don't know, like.
They did. Oftentimes it was like within the family, like cousins. Like one of my cousins was a valedictorian, so the standard that they like held me to was that like I needed to get good grades so that I could be like her when it came to like her talent with like writing or like her grades. And then one of my cousins was also really good at the piano, and I used to play piano, so they would want me to play like her, like kind of be as successful as they were at what they were talented at.
Oh, hell yeah. I got compared to, our really smart straight A student, Helen. My parents were always like, why can't you get good grades like Helen, blah, blah, blah. And then when I tried to compare myself to other people, they were like, no, you can't compare yourself to other people. But they did the same thing to me.
Always super supportive of the sports that I did. Like I did field hockey and lacrosse, and my dad always kind of like came to the games and volunteered. But at the same time, they made it clear that it was just a fun thing to do. Like, it wasn't, I made it clear to them I obviously wasn't going to go anywhere and do anything professional with it. So that was understood. Whereas with education, you always need that. And as I said before, education was always something to them that a good education equated to success. So.
The most important priorities, I guess, being like the ideal daughter, doing housework and being a good role model, cooking, and still doing well in school, and just being like the ideal daughter. I think that was like the most important priority. What was considered least important? Oh, boys. And everything else that didn't matter, like hanging out, I guess, or whatever she thought. Oh, and then also if she didn't like my friends, or if she thought they were a bad influence, she didn't want me to hang out with them.
I think it was strict, but I'm pretty sure other people had it worse. But I'm somewhat grateful, because if they weren't strict on me at all, I wouldn't be able to appreciate things that they gave me. If they just gave me whatever, then I wouldn't feel like I deserved it or something. I would feel like I was supposed to have it. Like, there wouldn't be any comparison between what is deserved and undeserved, or what is a privilege and what's not, if I just got everything.